right, and for the Trinity stitch, we always start with any even number of the foundation chains. So now let's make a slip knot, and now let's make any even number of the foundation chains. So here's my even number of the foundation chains, and now let's start with the Trinity stitch. So for the Trinity stitch, we have to skip that chain 1 because it's only a turning chain. We don't count the loop on your hook as a chain, but whatever is below. So 1, 2, and we make our first single crochet into the second chain from the hook. Also, I know that some crocheters, they insert the hook into this V shape. I love to do it in the back of the foundation chain. So when you can see the top, you can see the V shapes. When you turn it, you can see the bumps, right, like here. So one bump is one chain. So let's so when I say like insert the hook into the next chain, it doesn't matter if you prefer to insert the hook right like into that V shape, so you have 2 loops above your hook, or if you insert the hook into the bump. So I leave it on you. There's not a mistake. If you do it in the bump or the V shape, it's just like about the preference, and I love the edge of it when I'm inserting the hook into the bump. So this is just for the just for the explanation. And now the Trinity stitch, we start with the single crochet. So how we do it, we insert the hook into the second chain, yarn over, pull up the loop. So we have 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull up the loop through 2 loops. So this is our first single crochet. Now we're gonna make 3 single crochet together, starting with this into the same stitch that we just made, into the single crochet stitch. So into the same one, the same chain that we did our single crochet, we insert the hook there, yarn over, pull up the loop. So we have 2 loops on our hook, and then we're gonna insert the hook into the next 2 chains. So into the next one, we insert the hook there, yarn over, pull up the loop. We have 3 loops on our hook, and then you do it one more into the next chain, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up the loop. We have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, and now you will pull up the loop through all 4 loops. Then do chain 1. And now you repeat the pattern until the end of the row, but the end is going to be slightly different. So, but I'll show you a few more how to continue now. So now you will again make the 3 single crochet together, starting in the same stitch that we just made. So into the same chain, we insert the hook, yarn over, pull up the loop. We have 2 loops on our hook. Then you insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up the loop. We have 3 loops on our hook, and then for the last time you insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up the loop, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull up the loop through all 4, and then chain 1. Don't forget about the chain 1. This is what you have to do until the end. So now you always work with the 3 stitches, the 3 chains. So now we start in the same chain that we just made our last, like the single crochet, if that makes sense. So now let's insert the hook there, yarn over, pull up the loop. Now insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up the loop. We have 3, and for the last time, insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up the loop. We have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull up the loop through all 4, and chain 1. So now let's continue, and you should have 2 stitches left before the end of the row. So once you made your like a last Trinity stitch and you have 2 chains left, then I'll be right back because the end is gonna be slightly different. So I will show you and explain you how to do it. So now you just continue. It should look like something like this. So at the end of this row, I'll meet you again. All right, so now I'm at the end. I just finished my like 3 single crochet together, and I have my 2 chains left. So this is exactly what we need to have, and it's a good indicator that we did the pattern right. And now we do the chain 1. That's still the same, and now we make our 3 single crochet together into those last let's say 2 stitches, but we starting in the same one first, so that's that way we have that 3 single crochet together. So now for the last time, I'll just insert the hook into that last chain, which is very tight right now. So now I have 4 loops, yarn over, pull up the loop through all 4 loops, and now I'm not making the chain 1 as I did right, like all basically all row, but I make my last single crochet into the same stitch and just the regular single crochet. So this is my ending of this row. Then I do chain 1 and turn the project like a book page, and my first row is done. So basically every time at the beginning of the row and at the end, you don't make that chain 1 between the stitches. So I'll show you again like the second row and the end, so then you would know. But that's the only difference. Otherwise, in the in the row, you always have to make the chain 1 after the 3 single crochet together. So now let me just show you. So now we did chain 1, which is only a turning chain. It doesn't count as a stitch. So now we insert the hook into the first stitch. So we skip that turning chain and make our single crochet. Now I don't do any chain 1 or anything. I'm just starting with my 3 single crochet together, starting with the same stitch. So into the first stitch again, I'll just insert the hook, yarn over, pull up the loop. We have 2 loops on our hook. Insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop. We have 3, and then we insert the hook again. And then you can notice that the last inserting the hooks for the 3 single crochet together is a little bit tighter, and it's because it's that chain 1 that we made from the previous row. So again, it's a good indicator when you do your last when you finishing your 3 single crochet together, that you insert the hook into that tighter stitch, which is our chain 1 from the previous row. So that's a good kind of way that you're good on track. So now once you have your 4 loops on your hook, you do yarn over, pull up the loop through all 4, and now we do that chain 1. So now we just repeat the Trinity stitch. So again, we start inserting the hook into the same stitch that we just finished our like a 3 single crochet together. So we just insert the hook there, and now we just continue. And again, now I can feel it, this is a little bit tighter. So that's perfect, because again I have 4 loops on our hook, so I'm about to finish that stitch and then chain 1. So I hope it makes sense. And again, once I'm at the end of the second row, I'll just show you again how to do the end without the chain 1. And this is what you repeat basically the entire pattern. So let's just continue. So now I'm at the end of my second row. So again, I have my 2 stitches left, which is perfect. And again, it's a good indicator that that I did actually right for the entire row. So now I have to just make my chain 1. And now I just make my last 3 single crochet together. Now I have 4 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull up the loop through all 4, and because this is my last stitch, I don't make my chain 1, but I will make my single crochet right away into the same last stitch. Then chain 1, it's only a turning chain, so now we just turn the project as a book page, and now we can just continue with the third row, and it's exactly the same way as we started the second one, or even actually the first one. So now you can always go back to the video and see the steps, and yeah, that's everything. And now I'll be back once I'm gonna have more rows, so you can see actually the texture of the Trinity stitch, and also maybe how to count the rows. Alright, so I just finished this square of this Trinity stitch, so now you can see the texture more clearly. I love it. It actually makes kind of nice like stars or the flowers, and it's easy that you made it out of the single crochet. So about the rows, like I mentioned, how to count those. Basically one star, when you see like the one, it's 2 rows. So when you count, let's say just the stars, how many of them, then times 2, or you can of course, like it's with every other stitch, when you like spread it, and you can see the rows more clearly. So this is about a Trinity stitch. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you like this stitch, and definitely leave a comment what stitch you would like to using for, what projects you would like to make out of it. So again, thank you so much for watching, and happy crocheting.